Right. I think I'm going to regret this, but tonight you guys are going to do the work. So here's what I'm thinking. I can't show you my desk right now because this bit's clear. It's the only bit. Hi, Tracy. Oh, Caroline loves snow. Mark and I want to come and live in Canada because you get better snow than we do. We like snow. So what I've got here is a list of stuff I've got scattered roughly around my workplace. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to keep choosing 3 things. Hi, Glenda. And I'm going to make something with them. I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret this. And I'm going to use these items to make layered and clustered embellishments that we can use in our scrapbooking and we can use for our mini books. And I am terrified. Hello, Ruth. Hi, Carol. Carol, you're my crafter of 6 weeks because I'm really not getting on very fast putting your stuff up on the page. I will do that. Hi, Gwen. So here's how it's going to work. Here's the list. I'm going to bring it out for every time. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tracy. Right, okay, so Tracy says doily. Right, so I'm using doilies. Hi, Nat. I want you to choose, and I'm going to take the first 3 each time. And it doesn't matter if they overlap and we keep using the same thing for everyone. It doesn't matter. Hi, Cindy. So I've got doilies. Okay, that's number 1. Who wants to give me number 2 item? I'll just put that on there. Who wants to give me number 2 item? What am I going to use? Punches, okay. They're here. Paper flowers. Right, Gwen, hold that thought. We'll do yours next. Okay, so I've got doilies, punches, and paper flowers. Right, here's my bag of paper flowers. Okay, so I am going to use those things in a embellishment. So doilies, punches, paper flowers. Now, I don't know if anybody had a look at these great words that you all gave me the other day. I'm going to use these in each embellishment as well, but I reserve the right to choose which one I use because I don't know. All right. Oh, hello, Anne. Do you know, Anne, I was thinking about you the other day. How are you? Right. Ellie, random ephemera is not on the list. So I'm going to choose which words. So I've got doilies, punches, and paper flowers. Right. Okay. Now I'm stuck. I'm stuck already and we're on the first one. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Right. Now. Okay. So talk amongst yourselves busily whilst I have a look and see what patterned papers I've got and what matches my flowers. What have I got here? They're pretty, they might go. You probably am I out of... I'm just having a look here and seeing what I've got that might fit. Right. Okay. Right. Doilies, paper flowers, and punches. What have I got here? Now, this what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use my banner punch, but you can do this just as well without. So I'm going to cut, let's just get this straight. So don't know if you guys have seen these punches before. I think I got mine from Hobbycraft. But basically what you do is you just cut a strip, you pop it in there, right in the middle, and it should punch out a banner shape. Although obviously you can just, I haven't done that very well, you can just do this yourself. Hi Julia, you're fine, you're not late. Hi Helen. Hi Michelle. You can just use your scissors to do this. So, you know, I'm not going to do anything that you guys can't easily replicate at home. So now I want a strip that goes with it. That is about, let's go for 2 inches wide. Okay, pop that in there. Actually, no, that way, yeah. Okay, so I've got doily. Let's just cut some of that up. Doily. Oh, wrong way round. Is it? No, it was right the first time. Let's have a look. I need a word. Let's have a look before we put these together, because I'm not going to leave it as simple as that. Let's have a look. What have I got? Let's go for live in the moment. I'm just going to cut those words out. Okay, right. It's all very well putting these things together. And it's Project Life card. So, I did have some earlier. Things like this. These sorts of things that you might do in your pocket scrapbooking. Oh, she says, chucking them about. So those are Project Life cards, that sort of thing. Okay. Right, these are nice, but they need a little bit more interest, I think. Now, does anybody remember these wonderful things that Tim Holtz brought out? They're like the distressing tools. I love distressing tools. I think they're absolutely brilliant. But they're quite expensive. So I'm going to show you how to use something without. So I just use my scissors and I just use the edge just to rough up the edges a little bit, just to give it a bit of extra interest. And for this one, I'm going to ink the edge, I think. And then I'm going to go back and rough that up as well. And it just gives it a bit of added extra dimension. Now I've ripped that bit, but it doesn't bother me because I'm going to show you something that you can do with ripped edges in a minute. And hopefully I can rip another one there. I'm just going to roll that back a bit. I'm going to roll that back a bit there. Okay. So you can see that I'm just distressing these up a bit. Right, so glue. I had some earlier, and you haven't used any today. So I bet you this needs poking with my pokey tool. Yes, it does. Hang on. So now I'm just going to layer up what I've got. Put a little bit of glue. I'm going to put on my doilies, and I'm going to trim those off. I'm going to put on this banner shape, a little bit of glue, line that up a little bit. Stick that down, just trim that top bit off. Okay, now I had some tiny little flowers here. Let's get some of those pink ones. If you're designing stuff, I do like the rule of 3, whereby with design an odd number is always a good thing. Right, so where I've got these now, these bits that I've curled back, I'm just going to pop in some flowers just for a bit of added interest. There we go. Let's tuck that under there. See if it sticks, which it doesn't want to. Okay, now let's stick our flowers on. And our word, phrase, which is live in the moment. And I think I might want another couple of flowers up there just to balance that out. Okay, there we go, very quick and easy. I'm just, this might be too much, but let's just have a look and see. What a butterfly looks like on there. Yep. I'm just going to pop that in there. Right, there we go. Okay, how does that look? Dead easy. So I've used my punches. I've done the banner punches, which have just slightly offset. I've distressed them. My doilies are just behind here. Probably maybe should have left a little bit more of that showing. And I've put some paper flowers underneath where I've torn and distressed it. Some paper flowers there, and I've used one of our phrases on the banner. And that I could pop on the top of a scrapbook page. I could put it on, I'm just trying to see if I've got a book. If I've got a book, who am I kidding? Right, let's have a look at this one. That could go on the front of a book cover like that, maybe. It's just another way to decorate up our books and our scrapbook pages. Okay, right. It does, Larissa, actually, I agree. It needs something. I was going to put, I was just wondering whether or not that flower might work. Let's have a look. Possibly, I don't know. Could pop in a little flower there, maybe. Don't think I've got any tiny gems here. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, so there we go. There's one. Right, so that was our first take 3. So here are your choices again. Oh God, it's a mess already. So, ready, steady, pick 3. Acetate. Okay. Okay, acetate twice. I'm not using 2 lots. One will do. Stamps. Good one, Wendy. Well done. Okay. Paper clips. Right. Stamps, acetate, paper clips. Okay. Hang on a minute while I find them all. Paper clips. I've always got paper clips. Acetate and stamps. Now, I haven't used these stamps yet, so I might come to regret this. Oh, I don't know. Stamps, acetate. Right, stamps, acetate, paper clip. Right, okay, got it. Right, I know what I'm doing. Now, if you are going to stamp onto acetate, you need to use Stays On ink, which I had earlier. There we go. So let's see how this goes, because I haven't used these yet. I'm going to stamp onto my acetate. I think I'm going to come to regret this. So I want some flower stamps. I think I definitely have to have some leaves. So these stamps, I mentioned these last week. These were the ones that I got from the Thirsty Brush Company, which I rather like. I'm just going for what I haven't got is my stamping thing. Hang on a minute. Oh, now I've got a cat, whether I want one or not. I tidied out my craft room, which means I can now find nothing. Hang on. everything except what I want. Oh, well, I have no idea where they've gone. I'll put them somewhere safe. Oh no, they're in here. This is what I tidied up. My stamping blocks. I should never have tidied up. Can't find a thing. Right, really I should have primed these first. But it's too late. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. So let me stamp onto my acetate. I might have to do this a couple of times before I get a good image. Oh, look at that! That is amazing. Right, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to get my flower stamps and I'm going to stamp onto paper, I think. I'm making this up as I go along, so I don't know really. Right, let's find some nice paper. Let's go for a nice yellow so it stands out. Nice and green. And I might do some orange. Now, I'm no stamper. I've never been a stamper. But it's something that I keep promising myself I'm going to learn. Now, I have heard, I haven't opened it yet, so I'll open it now, but I have heard that this new VersaFine ink, the VersaClair, is amazing. Oh, it doesn't smell of exciting almonds or anything, so we shall see. Just put that to one side. Right. God, look at that. First time I've used that stamp. Amazing. Right. So when it comes to technique for stamping, you need to talk to somebody like Wendy or Kerry, not me, because I've never made cards. I'm not a card maker and I'm not a stamper. But that doesn't mean that you can't have a go and enjoy it. Even novices like me can make stuff. Right, so now I want some leaves. I'll do a couple of those just in case. See what a mess. Right. Okay, I'm going to fussy cut those in a minute. Now I've got to think about what I'm going to do with my paper clip, because I don't really know. I haven't thought this through. Now the stamps are by a company who I mentioned to you last week, the Thirsty Brush Company. You'll find that our Kerry does a lot of design team work for them. It's run by a lovely lady called Claire, who is just one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And I've got dies of hers, I've got stamps of hers, and they are of the highest quality. So if Mark can find it, maybe he could pop a link up for the Thirsty Brush Company while I find my scissors, which I've put somewhere. I had them, didn't I? Does this happen to other people? You put your scissors down somewhere safe and that's it, they're gone forever. Here they are. Right, so let me cut these shapes out now. While I think about how I'm going to incorporate the paper clip. The paper clip might, thinking it might have to be, oh no, I know, I've got it. Okay, right, fussy cut, or cut out as we English people like to say, I don't tend to always go directly to the line. I'll often leave a little bit around the outside, because that way it gives it a bit of extra stability, especially if you've got something that's thin, say like those lines there. But apart from that, it just makes it easier not to go into all the cracks and crevices when you're cutting, and it's much quicker. It's a lazy man's way of fussy cutting. I'm not sure how many of these I'm actually going to use. But we'll see. So what's everybody been up to this week? Big weekend in the scrapbooking calendar coming up. International Scrapbook Day. So how are we all celebrating that? We were supposed to be having a retreat, a face-to-face retreat in Stafford. Obviously that's not going to happen, which has been somewhat devastating, I have to say. You look forward to something all year, and we've had to postpone, but you know, it's okay, because we've got other ways of celebrating together. It's just a pity, because I really do enjoy the retreats. Well, no, Mel does too, wherever she is. Is she still here? Saving Louvre. Yeah, we're getting through them. Is Sue here? Sue Cass? Is talking in the Scrap Lab group about a lady next door who left her loads of toilet rolls on the doorstep. Her poor husband. It did make me laugh. Sorry, Ellie, I missed that whole bit. I wasn't looking at what you guys were writing. So I didn't see what you said about Axel. Have I sent him to sleep yet? So you see what I mean about the fussy cutting. I could go into all these bits here, but you know what? That's too much like hard work. So I just cut around the edges and leave a bit of the pattern papers showing. Now next week, what we're going to do, I haven't made it yet, but I have started it, is we're going to make a little mini book. I'm using a set of notelets. Now, these are new notelets, I admit. They're not ones that have been used, although you absolutely can use cards or notelets or whatever that have, you know, maybe have a meaning to you. But I've used blank ones. You could use blank greetings cards if you're a card maker. You can just fold bits of card in half. You could use blank card sets, and I'm going to show you some ways to make a little mini book. There won't be a written tutorial for that as well, because it's not something as formal as a book, if that makes sense. But I will get you a picture up as soon as possible so you can see the sort of thing that I'm making. And I'll do a resources list after a fashion, but really it's only going to be card and embellishments, nothing too spectacular. Oh, Axel, Ellie, do you read him a story before he goes to sleep? Or have you all been listening to Tom Hardy this week? Or was it last week when he did Jack and Rory? Oh, hi, Sue. Sue, I was just talking about you. I was just talking and saying about you and the delivery of toilet rolls on your doorstep and how your husband was absolutely delighted by it. Okay, so those are all my flowers cut out. Now I'm going to see if my acetate is dry. Looks vaguely dry. So I'm just going to cut that out now as well. Around the edges. Hi, Catherine. Now, I know people use all sorts of wonderful things to attach stuff to acetate. You can staple, that's always a good idea. I'm going to use glossy accents if I can find some, because I find that sticks quite well. But I know we had quite a discussion the other day about various adhesives. Right, so glossy accents. Let's have a look. Well, no idea. This is because I didn't put it back in the usual place. What can I use instead? I had bottles of this stuff the other day. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. Look what I found. Pin. Hi, Audrey. Right, so I've got my acetate. Now I'm just going to decide scrub a bit of chipboard, because this isn't going to be one that you're going to be able to see. The plan with this, you wouldn't see the other side, so it doesn't really matter. Is it still in shot? Right, let's just try and curl that up a bit. Pop some greenery on. Just cut around that. Make another leaf. Oh. Petal even. Probably do with some tweezers. Let's pop that flower there. Right, now I need a phrase. Something quite short. Let's go for one day. Tidy that up a bit. Pop that in there. And paper clip. Okay, got a paper clip and I need a book. I had one earlier. Should have made a blank one. Did anybody see what I did with that book that I had earlier? Oh well. Oh, here it is. Let's have a look. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little embellishment and I'm going to cheat horribly. This will be better on blank paper. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to attach it with a paper clip, and I might actually even, I could put a ribbon on the end of that. There you go. Does that fit the brief? So there's my acetate, stamps and paper clip. There you go. Right, do you want another one? I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you lot, but I am. Right, let's just try and get myself a space because I'm doing that crafter thing where you end up with like 1 square centimetre of space to work in. Story of my life. Yes, Mark, it did turn out rather good. I'm impressed, I have to say. It takes quite a lot to me to be happy. Okay, right, ribbon. Right, ribbon. What else do you want? Wooden shapes. Okay, hold on, hold that thought. Okay, I brought a couple of packs through of wooden shapes. All right, twine, ribbon and twine. Think of something else, Ellie. I've done doilies, Larissa, although I could do them again. But I'd really rather not. I don't know why I put doilies on because I hate them. Give me another one. When you say sparkles, Larissa, what do you mean? Do you mean like gems? Yeah, I've got wooden shape, gems. Right, gems, ribbon, and wooden shapes. Oh, okay. This is easy and will take precisely 3 seconds. Let's choose a word. I know there's someone here. Right, I'm going for one of, let's go for, oops, I did it again. Okay. So there's, and I want some ribbon. I want some patterned paper and some gems, which I had a moment ago. Right. Okay, gems. Right, so I want some ribbon. Let's go for yellow ribbon. I had a bag of ribbon earlier on. Did I put any yellow in there? No, but I put some cream and that will do. Right. Okay. Ribbon. I'm going to cut another banner shaping because banner shapes are your best friends when it comes to this stuff. Oh, I shouldn't have cut that so close. That wasn't clever. Right. Let's go grab my stapler. Staplers are your best friend when it comes to ribbon, I reckon. There you go. Very, 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 very quick and easy. And that could go on the side of a scrapbook page. It could go on a book. It could go anywhere, really. Just on the side of a book, maybe. Little book. So quick and easy. I love wooden camera shapes. Okay? Right. Want another one? I've lost my list. Oh, here it is. Right. Okay, pick 3. Tracy, that's very kind of you, but I'm making it up as I go along. How do you colour wooden stamps? Ink them? Well, do you know, yeah, you could do actually. I don't, or paint, just like acrylic paints maybe. Right, die cuts. Okay, I've got loads of die cuts here, all sorts of different ones. There's some there, there's some there. Let's see how it goes. Right, Project Life card. Okay, right, one more. Vellum, right. Did I bring the vellum through? I did. I've got this vellum. here that I had the other day. Okay, right. Now, Project Life cards, you can use them, oh gosh, in Project Life, who knew? If you're doing like pocket scrapbooking. But I like to make little mini books out of them. In fact, are you all right to hang on for 2 seconds while I just go and grab one? 2 seconds. I'm just going to run into the other room. Hang on. Oh. Here comes Storm. We've all got Project Life cards, I'm sure, hanging around. No, I haven't, Gwen. They came from Hobbycraft. I don't know about the punch. I got it in store, Maggie. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else. But anyway, we've all got these Project Life cards, haven't we? And I'm sure we've got them from years and years and years ago, and we don't really know what to do for it. So, or what to do with them these days, because not many people still do Project Life scrapbooking, which is a pity because I quite like it. So what I'll do quite often is if I want to make a really, really, really quick and easy mini book, I'll just get these little hinged rings that I like so much, and I'll make it into a little book. So for example, here's some, this has got some die cuts on it, and some photos. They've often got inspiring sort of phrases on them, but I've just taken some pictures of my daughter here, and I've punched through the cards there. Actually, this is kind of fitting the brief, isn't it? Some more die cuts that I've done there. Another picture of my daughter. So that's just a really, really quick and easy mini book that I've made from a Project Life card. So that's what I tend to use them for. I do Project Life scrapbooking from time to time. But I'm going to use this now to make a Project Life card that I can put in one of my mini books. So, right, I've got some vellum that goes quite nicely on there. I've got my Project Life card, and I want a die cut, but I want a die cut that is going to add a bit of interest, but is that too... That goes quite well, doesn't it? But we need something that's got a bit of oomph on it. Oh, and some greenery, because I like greenery. Right, what's in here? Just have a look quick. See if there's anything that I've got here. I don't know, I just collect these things and I never know what to do with them. Right, no, I'm sticking with what I've got. Right, so I'm going to cut out one of these vellum flowers. You can stamp onto vellum. I presume you have to use stays on, do you, Wendy? Wendy will know far more about that than me. Diane, you want me to use the bee? The bee is cute. I might use the bee. Right. We need some words. What have I got? Tomorrow will be a better day. Let's go for that. Cut that in half. Where's that B? Okay, let's use the B. Just make him look interesting. Right, because I'm not going to see, you're not going to see that top bit, I feel that I can put some glue on it. Now shape that a little bit just to give it some interest, but I'm going to stick it on a piece of chipboard because I want to higher it up a little bit. Hi, Carol. Should make sure you show us what you do. Oh, glued my desk. Right, pop that on there. Oh. Right, and I've got to decide where to put this B. Oh, I don't know. Tomorrow will be so funny. Actually, I'm going to put him on some. Let's hire him up a bit. Let's pop him on a bit of. There we go. How about that? It is a bit big, Michelle, to be honest with you, and it's not quite the same style exactly. So that's why I'm struggling with it a bit. All right, there we go. So Project Life card, die cut and vellum. Right, there we go. One more and then we're done. Okay. But that could be the front cover of a little mini book like that very easily, I think. Okay, one more, last one. Bit of glitter on his wings. Yes, that would definitely work. I've got some stickles somewhere. Twine. Right, twine it is. I have lots of twine. Okay. Twine for Gail. Sequins, my favourite, D. Well done. Yep, sequins. Twine. We're going to use twine and sequins. Sequins, yep, I need another one. Go on, somebody give me a third. Twine, sequins. Yes, twine, I've got twine. I think you want twine and sequins, don't you guys? What else do you want? Paper flowers. Oh, God. Twine, sequins, and paper flowers. Right. Twine, sequins, and paper flowers. Okay. Let me think for a moment. Twine, sequins, and paper flowers. Twine, sequins, and paper flowers. I've got two ideas in my head now. I don't know which one to do. Twine, sequins, and paper flowers. Okay. Right, let's grab some pattern paper. See what else I've got over here. I want some plainish colours. Oh, that's better. Right. And punches, you said. Could do with a triangle punch. Right. Okay. Right, 1.5. 2.5. Okay, I've just cut a 2.5 inch square. Not quite getting the shape I want there. Right, 2 by 3. I'm going to cut 2 by 3. Two by 3, and I want to mark off halfway, which is there roughly, there roughly. Right, I'm going to cut these into pennant shapes. Okay, so that sort of shape. All right. So I've cut these 2 by 3. I've marked in 1.5 inches, and I'm just cutting to that center point so that I've got these pennant shapes. Okay, so I've got 3, but I want some more. Let's go for pink. Let's go for 1.5 by 2.5. Okay, one more. So half of 1.5 is going to be what, 3/4? 1.5 is 3/4. 3/4. 3/4. I'm going to cut those into a pennant shape. Oops. There's one. Precision cutting. Two. Now I know you haven't got the benefit of this, but I have washed and straightened my hair for you all tonight. Not that you've got any idea that's what I've done. But I just want you to know that's how special you all are. Right, okay. Right, some twine. Well, it's near enough twine. I'm going to rough up these edges. Mainly because my blade is a bit blunt anyway, which doesn't really help. Right, double-sided tape. Let's pop a bit onto the back of this here. Because I want to wrap some twine around it. Just rough. And that double-sided tape will help to keep it in place. Okay, let's cut that off. I'm going to do the same with these two, but I'm going to use the brown twine. Larissa, I'm honoured. Do you know what? I'm not taking any notice of what you guys are saying here. So I'm really, really sorry. Who brings what to Dunstan, Glenda? Oh. Well, I must have cut that too short. Where's the end? There it is. Okay, so a bit of brown on that one. And now we're going to do the same on that one. Oops, well, we would do if I took the back off it. I know, and do you know what? It's the first thing I do. Have I got any idea where I'm going with this, Diane? Yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, my lemon drizzle cake. Yes, I was going to make one for Mark last week, and I ordered some lemons to come, and they arrived, and in less than 24 hours they'd gone really mouldy. So that kind of put a stop to that. Right. Okay. Right, so that's 3 lots of twine. Now I'm going to fold, or am I? No, I'm not. I want some of that chipboard. Let's cut some more up. Got my hair. I was saying about my hair, it's all falling out. What was the third thing? Paper flowers. Okay. Right, let's pop that on there. Get rid of that hair. Oh, for goodness sake. Pop that on there. And that one on there. Right, paper flowers. I'm so glad you can't see the state of this room. Do these count as paper flowers? They kind of do, don't they? I'm going to tell myself anyway. Right, I need some words. What have we got? I've got hope, love, and I'll take dream from over this side. Dream. Love. Oh, upside down. Not very clever. There's dream. Let's see what else I've got. Forever cutting die cuts up. They don't quite do what I want them to. Oh, I was supposed to be putting sequins on this, wasn't I? I can do that. Right, hold on, let me go and grab my sequins. What colour should we have? Some sequins and twine and, oh, paper flowers. Oh, every colour except the one that I want. The ones I had earlier. Honestly, I can't believe what a mess this place gets into when I'm working. I found everything except the one thing that I'm looking for. Don't look at the mess. Some of these pink ones. Pink. Got lots of orange. Pop one there. Right, sequins. Hang on, I'm going to have to take my glasses off. Wendy, if you could see the floor at the moment, I've been cutting out cut files today. And when I'm weeding, I've just been putting everything on the floor. Oh God, it's a mess. It is a real bad mess. Oops. Oh God, it's sticking everywhere except where I want it to. I don't know where that hair's come from. Right, okay, nearly finished. Now I want some more twine. And I'm going to cheat something horrible. Should glue this really, but it's not going to stick in time if I glue it. So let's put some double-sided tape on. Oh, I can't get it off. Right, I don't want to take this off completely, because I'm not going to be able to show it to you properly if I do. So I'm just going to take it off partially. Stick my twine on. Last one. Oh, pulled that one off, never mind. Stick that last one on there. Pop that back on top. There we go. And there's a little hanging thingy-me-jig that you could put on the outside of a book maybe, or you could just use to decorate up your workspace or whatever. So there you go. So I've used my twine, my paper flowers, and I've used sequins. There you go. I'll take some proper photos of these because the colours aren't showing up very well on this film. So there you go. This is just a final idea. Now, some of the simplest things that you can do with these words, I think, is just as an example. Right. I'm just going to grab one of these phrases. I'm just going to grab, it's apple of my eye. Okay, and one of the simplest things is just to take some pattern paper, cut it into like a banner shape, say, because that's always a good thing to do. And then all you do is use your stapler and there you've got just a really simple little embellishment. So easy to do. Just gives you a few more ideas of things that you can use these words through. So this document that I put in the group earlier with all the words on that you gave me earlier in the week, if you want any more doing, just drop me a line. I can easily add them into the document. It won't take long at all. So there we go. Those are our embellishments from this evening. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I've made an absolute tip. Next week, like I said, we're going to do the little book with greetings cards. So whether you've got blank cards or cards that you've already got, they don't all have to be the same size. The ones that I will be using will all be the same size, but the principle is the same with any of them. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, tomorrow evening we will be starting the Bloom book in the Crafting Together with All Brands group. I'm hoping that they're going to announce that. I've got to be honest with you. I've promised you a tutorial, which you will have, but you will not have it for tomorrow because I just haven't had a chance to do it. I'll try and get you a cutting guide out, but I can't make any promises because just at the moment it's absolutely manic, but I will try and do a cutting guide at the very least for you, and I will pop it in here. So now I'm going to go back and read all the comments, and I'm probably going to have missed loads of really good stuff from you guys. So thank you very much for joining me and challenging me. I really enjoyed that, thinking on my feet. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Otherwise, if you are around at the weekend and you are in the International Scrapbook Day retreat at home group, there will be a little mini book class in there. There is information on my website for that. That's a charged for weekend. It's just £10, so it's not too much. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday, and I'd like to finish tonight by wishing you all the very happiest of International Scrapbook Days, and thank you for everything that you do to inspire me, because you absolutely do. Oh, hi Terry. Bye Terry. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.